Oh, okay. Let's just take my name off because you know who you're watching. Okay, so that should disappear. Okay, and we're going to go live on Amazon. Okay, so we're ready to go live on Amazon. We're live on Amazon, and I'm just about to take my name off. I'm just going to wait. We're live. This is the first time in a few weeks I've been live, and I've not really picked the best of days. We're in the middle of a heat wave in the UK, and we've had on Wednesday the record temperature for June. Carousel. If you're watching on Amazon, you will see Barnaby's Perfect Broth, which is there, and that's what I'm here to talk about today. It is a book that Angelica and I have created earlier this year. It is all about Barnaby the turtle, who's a character who by air. The book to improve your German. And then finally, there is an advanced section. And if you're getting towards the end of your German course, you can come back. So the book can stay with you when you are beginning to learn German, when you get to intermediate stage, and it uses a sentence to begin with, then they get more complicated, and then you've got the advanced. And it's graphically gorgeous. As I say, Angelica and I actually tell AI to be consistent. I thought you've got to be able to improve on that. So I went to Google Gemini and I uploaded the PDF. And Google Gemini said, "This is a brilliant story, well told. But you've got a turtle at the beginning, you've got a fox on the fourth slide, and you've got a human on the last slide. I said, yes, I agree with you. That's basically what's happened. I mean, we know that AI hallucinates, and that's the problem. That was the problem. AI treats every frame as a new problem to be solved and uses whatever it has to do it. And it was to be a fox and a human. So I thought, to actually make sure that I get a turtle in every frame. And Gemini said, right, okay, the way you can do that is by giving your turtle accessories so that whenever you refer to him, I'm going to call him a turtle, whenever you refer to the turtle, what you're actually doing is saying he's got a flat hat, which you can see. He has a tweed jacket, and normally he carries a satchel. In this case, he's carrying a spoon over there. So those are what you got to do is give your character accessories. Describe him as before, but give him the three accessories: the hat, the jacket, and the satchel. So, armed with this information, I went back to Notebook LM. Then I pressed the create button, and when I got my new PDF, Barnaby appeared in every single frame. I thought, wow, it was that simple. This hallucination thing can be cured, providing you give instructions to AI as to how it should do it. Because otherwise, it's going to guess. And the thing is, that it's going to guess wrong. Because every time, as I say, every time it creates a slide, it creates different information. So now we have a situation where Barnaby the turtle appeared in a story and he appeared in every frame. So this is when Angelica got totally involved because she saw that and thought, oh, I've got an idea. And Angelica is a German teacher, and she thought, right, we can do Barnaby's Perfect Broth as a German language book, tuition book. But what we can have is a section for beginners, a section for intermediates, and a section for advanced. And we'll use Barnaby all the way through. And we'll get a quality book. Now, this is what the Barnaby's Perfect Broth Down the Carousel is. It's a perfect book because the graphics are. If you click the link down the carousel, you'll find out more. It is the perfect graphic novel, and we've now found a way to actually create graphic novels which feature Barnaby the turtle. So this is the first book. There will be a second one probably in July, and we'll just carry on from there. In the meantime, what happened was that something happened in England. The King Charles III, if I just drop these two for a moment, so I'm going to drop that, and I'm going to put this over here. Okay, just give me a second to adjust my screen, and I'm going to go here, and there we are. What happened after that was marvelous. And if you're watching on YouTube, if you're watching on LinkedIn, thank you. If you're watching on Amazon and you haven't unmuted me, please could you? And then you can hear my wonderful English accent and you can hear me telling the stories. So in March this year, King Charles III, our king, opened the King Charles III England Coast Path. As you can see, it goes all the way around England. The blue is the northeast. Then we come down to the green, which is around Ipswich, Norfolk. Then we come down to the southwest. Well, then we come down to the south coast. Okay, along there you've got Plymouth and Dover, and then we come around to Cornwall. We bypass Wales with the green bit, and then we go up to the northwest with Blackpool Tower, and then we go up to the north. Now, the whole path is 2,700 miles, and if you, just a minute, I just want to find something. Just give me a second. I'm not going anywhere. I want to say a big thank you for actually watching me live, wherever you're watching me from. I'm just going to pause myself. I'm actually looking for something, and I'm going to find it. If I can't find it, then I'm actually going to type it in. So hopefully, if I go here, on screen agenda, can I add a plus there? Is this changed? I think this has changed, you know. I think what's happening is, just give me a second. Don't go anywhere. Okay, just give me a sec. I'll be with you in a minute, and we'll go here. Because it's just occurred to me. And I'll go here. Okay, and there, and show that on screen. And show. Okay, that's pretty close. Right, if you take that link, and thank everybody who's watching, if you take that link, which is barnabyturtle.com, then you can see everything that I'm talking about. Not only that, on barnabyturtle.com, you have not just one image, you've got a journey around the 2,700 miles. You can watch the video, which takes you through the various sections, the blue, the green, the yellow, the orange, up to the purple. There are 6 videos, and if you want to play a background video, there's a 7th video which is 31 minutes long. Now, a 31-minute video takes you all around the English coast, and basically what it's actually doing, it's an almanac, and it shows you places to visit whilst you're doing the England Coast Path. And wherever you go on the English coast, you'll find the coast path, and you can walk left or right. And using Barnaby's Almanac, which you can download, you can then set off and know what to see in each of the coloured areas. But I was just blown away by the fact that this path now exists all the way around England. And I'm grateful to everybody who actually involved in creating it. It is quite a feat. I can't imagine a coastal path that goes all the way around the USA. That would be one heck of a path. This is 2,700 miles, and it would take you between 9 and 12 months to actually walk it. But what we've done is taken the character of Barnaby from the original book. Just let me bring this up again. We've taken the character of Barnaby, and he has basically gone round using Notebook LM. Okay, he has gone round the 2,700 miles taking notes and doing sketches, and all those presented on barnabyturtle.com. And as I say, you can find Barnaby in the book, which is Barnaby's Perfect Broth, which is down in the carousel. Okay. Yes, just where are we? I need to put my glasses on. Okay, so there we are. And I'm just going to rejig things. Hopefully this will work. So I'm a fan of AI. I use AI every single day. And I think AI is there to be used. You can't ignore it. It's everywhere. Yeah. So we're using AI to create Barnaby, but we're also using AI to answer some questions. Now, if we go back to this map, and I'll put it full screen, you'll see that England, Wales, and Scotland are indeed an island. And the island goes but it's just off the coast of Europe. And I'll take that off. Our island is just off the coast of Europe. But 5,000 years ago, and this is a true story, by the way. I haven't made this up. This is a true story, and I'm going to bring this on screen because you won't believe this. You won't believe what I'm about to show you. Um, if you listen to my explanation, which is good. If you want to unmute me, that would be good. If you're watching on LinkedIn and YouTube, thank you. You can actually see and hear what I'm saying by default. Okay, but I want to bring up this graphic because, as well as creating graphic novels now, if I've got a question, I go to Notebook LM because Notebook LM is the most advanced way of answering a question. You know, we used to go to Google and ask Google. You don't ask Google anymore. You ask a Google product, which is Notebook LM. And I'd heard that. Wait a minute. I've frozen. Just a second. I've frozen. I think my computer's updating, which is not good. Okay, you're still listening to me. You can still see me. This basically is England was once joined to Europe, and literally you could have walked from London to Paris without getting your feet wet. Over there was no English Channel. There wasn't a channel dividing. Okay, there were woolly mammoths there 5,000 years ago. You could have walked from London to Paris without getting your feet wet. And I just find this fascinating. So I went off to Notebook LM and I asked Notebook LM to actually create a graphic, and it did. And there's a graphic and a video, and it just shows 5,000 years ago that England was not an island. It was joined to Europe, physically joined to Europe. And it wasn't a tsunami. It wasn't global warming. Well, no, I can't go there. I can't say it wasn't global warming, but basically the sea level just rose and all the land, the lowland between England and Paris became the English Channel. So I think that to me, that to me is endlessly fascinating. And that's the question I had. If we just hide Barnaby for a minute and we just hide that, let me hide that. Okay, and let's go side by side. Okay. I'd known about the fact that England was joined to Europe for a long time. What I didn't have was the proof. I wanted to know what it looked like. I wanted to know what occurred to actually detach England from Europe and what is Doggerland. And it is Europe's lost prehistoric heartland. But this all happened 5 years ago. And even in a human scale, 5,000 years is not that long ago. So I'm grateful to Notebook LM, and just if I can scroll down here. No, I can't. Okay, right. This has been a test broadcast. It is 33 degrees here, and it is very hot today. We're in the middle of a heat wave, which finishes tonight. So I'll be back again next week. I want to say a big thank you for watching live today, and hopefully this has worked. Oh, fingers crossed this has worked, and it's going to be cooler next week. It's going to be cool tonight. I shall be back with you next week. Take care. Thank you for watching, and goodbye for now. That's a wrap.